why not? A little bit of Assassin's Creed Valhalla at the end of the night. Ubisoft Connect. Allow this app to make changes to your device. Apparently, I have 128 hours in this game. Why do I have to agree to Ubisoft's terms of service, terms of sale, and privacy policy? Would I not have already, like, done that in the past? Fine, I accept. Whatever. Take all my information, Ubisoft. I don't give a shit anymore. Why is it opening up on my TV? Well. Well. Is my button not working? There we go. It's opening up there instead of the screen here. Hopefully I can see all the menu settings I need to be able to scooch it down to the monitor that I'm actually looking at. So, didn't do it start to finish at Janlan, evidently. Why is it not... Why is the game, like, not progressing past the screen? Here we go. Now it's progressing past the screen. I'll switch over to game capture. Not gonna use any more display capture duck craziness. Get that non-cinematic frame rate. Okay, yeah, I know, I get it. Like, way looking up. Man, if I just took out this middle monitor and I just, like, played games on this actual, like, big TV here, what is my camera cable getting stuck on? I was trying to pick up my camera and show you, but my cable is getting stuck on something. What the heck is it? I just turned off the one monitor. Here we go, now it should be free. Here, now I've got some slack. Like, look. If I played on that instead of the monitor down here, this would be quite the experience. But I don't think I want to do that. No thank you. It's taking a little while to hop on into it here. Options, please. I guess it's because I messed with my whole monitor situation at Janlan here. So, I guess this would be screen? Yeah, my primary monitor, please. I think it's a square, but I can look over at OBS to know for sure. There we go. There we go. Play in front of me. Boosted. Yeah, Steam and my save file here tell a very different story. Difference of nearly 30 hours in terms of my actual playtime, interestingly enough. So, yeah, evidently I did not get through this start to finish at Janlan. What I could have done is I could have done my checklist of, like, start Final Fantasy VII Remake and start Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, but not really do that much of them. Maybe do like an hour of each and then chill out. And any spare time I have, I go as ham on this as I possibly can. But I just don't think that that would have been as fun. So I decided, you know what? I accept that this is not going on start to finish at Janlan. This is where I was knocked down after, we went right into Sonic Racing Crossworlds from here after Maverick showed up at like 1 in the morning. And, like, the prophecy was true. We are playing Sonic Racing Crossworlds after all. So I switched over to playing this game, and it was only like 1 part's worth because all of a sudden it was time to play some Sonic Racing Crossworlds. But anyway, I know I could have committed harder to this, but frankly, I just genuinely found it a bit more fun to just take my time a little bit better with Final Fantasy VII Remake and Pokemon XD and, like, really sink my teeth into those. Like, I played Pokemon XD for, like, a few hours there. And Final Fantasy VII Remake was the only game that I played during day 3 proper. Day 3 proper as in after waking up on day 3 and then just streaming until the event was over. And I think I put in like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I made like 4 parts worth and I was like, okay, I got to experience a decent bit of the intro there. And it just wouldn't have been like as natural or fun to just dip in and dip out with each of these games. So you know what? I'm not too terribly upset about not having done this start to finish at Janlan. And especially at this point, where this playthrough has taken me over a year. It's kind of like my Persona 3 Reload playthrough, where it's like, I'm kind of a little bit sick and tired of this, and I don't think I had it in me to do an event where I'm already like really pushing myself sleep-wise and energy-wise, to be doing this all the way start to finish when I'm lose my mind a little bit with it. And especially with, like, the difficulty that I saw of the bosses, like, absolutely shredding me. I don't think that... Yeah, it's already acquired. Find and take the relic. Yeah, I remember coming up here and then dying, and then we switched to Sonic Racing Crossworlds. What is this? This looks interactable or something. This wouldn't be the relic, would it? Gain Hooger. Hooger's already full. Oh. Oh, okay. You suspect nothing. You're not gonna look this way. What did I just say? Oh yeah, and I don't have my sound effects set up right now, I'm realizing. Speaking of sound effects, for the past couple days, my actual, like, sound effect redeems have not been working. I literally can't open the software that runs them. I double-click the exe, it shows, like, the little Windows throbber. And it just doesn't do anything. So, I don't know what's up with that. So sound effects are gone on a couple fronts. I'm sure that the script for running my kicking sound effects will probably still work, but my computer's been getting a little bit funky. I actually had the Curse of Hallowland return the other day, streaming Final Fantasy VII there. It, completely hard froze my computer. So I had to completely turn off my computer and turn it back on again and keep it streaming. So that was fun, you know. Oop. Muspel. Get out of here. Wealth collected. Is there? Oh, mushrooms. Adrenaline is full. The stream tonight so far had started out with Helldivers. It's been a little while since playing Helldivers, but I ended up playing Helldivers with my cousins. I can invest some skill points here, I guess. Auto-assign points. Bam. Buffed me some more. And then ended up playing some Guilty Gear with my little cousin. And then, wanted to do a little bit of something else at the end of tonight. And I could do Final Fantasy VII Remake, but I've been going really hard on that lately, so I figured I should mix it up and do something a little bit different here. That's what I kind of figured. Pokemon Legends ZA I'm only really doing when there's, like, a good opportunity to grind on the side, not have it be, like, my full focus thing. So I'll probably do it alongside Pokemon XD at some point here. Monster Hunter Wilds I'm only really doing with family. And Pokemon XD, I was debating about doing that, and I might still do a decent smidge of it this weekend. But yeah, at Janlan, I found out that there's another LAN event going on, a bit of a new one here. Whoa. What the heck are you doing, dude? Called a LAN Before Time, which is this next weekend here. You see nothing. Surprised I was able to one-shot. I didn't have to do like a quick time event kind of thing. I don't know what you did to him, but I figured I'd back away just in case. And I wasn't sure if we were going to end up going to that. It's seeming more likely than not now at this point. And now it's kind of tempting to have stream 1 of Pokemon XD be at one LAN event and stream 2 be at another LAN event. And it's only from stream 3 that we're actually here at home. So part of me is tempted to do that from that perspective. Like if I hadn't streamed this, I could have done something similar where it's like one LAN event to another. I could do something where it's like, you know, I started this at one LAN event and did a little bit in the middle at home, and then finished the DLC at another LAN event. You know, that's the way that I could finish it off. Have a second go at it by having another LAN happening. Is the case. Reason we were a little bit hesitant about it is it's a little bit pricier than the other LAN events that I attend. Well, single person entry at this one is $220. For reference, Fragapalooza, I don't know what the standard price is off the top of my head. Early bird is $135, and a clan pack is like $460, something like that. So it'd come out to like $115 per person when it's, you know, 4 pack of tickets. Can I do something like this? Heck yeah! Balanced game. This is the way we like it. And then the Mega FPS events. When I first started going, they were $20. What the heck? That is not okay. Then they upped them to 30, and now that they're going through Show Pass and doing like actual like seating and stuff like that, it's 40. And RJ and I have talked a little bit about the logistics of that before, from him talking to like the main organizer, Mike. And RJ was telling me he genuinely has no idea how Mike does it at those kinds of rates with like, you know, the overhead of feeding people and renting the hall and stuff like that. Like, there's a good chance that he probably loses money on the event. Potentially there. Gay Fulisai and the Rancid Troll. Once Gay Fulisai ate a troll. Its rancid flesh left him forgetful for the next hour, and during this time he was unable to repeat any action. Heroic sagas. Yeah, that really seemed like a heroic saga. Whoops, okay. New quest, Heroic Scholar. You want to come over here? The main reason why this one is a decent bit pricier, when you count the, like, mega FPS events being, like, 30/40, and Fragapalooza ones being, like, 115 per person, then all these other LAN events that I go to, they're a little bit more expensive than, like, combining them as this one LAN event. But it's not too far off. Like, it is comparable going to 4 LAN events versus going to this one LAN event. Extra Life doesn't count, because that one's, like, free. Is the thing. So I'm not counting Extra Life in the group of LAN events I'm going to there. But the main reason for that is this one is fully catered. So it's a 4-day event, and it's longer than even Fragapalooza. It's a Friday to a Monday. And it starts like noon on the Friday, and it goes until like 6 p.m. on the Monday. The last day of Fragapalooza would end at like noon or 2 or something like that, and start packing up. But this event like actually goes a decent bit into the evening on Monday. It's not like Frag or Mega FPS where it's like, oh yeah, halfway through the day we're packing up and going home and getting out of here. Like, Monday is like an actual day instead of just like do your last little smidges and then pack it up, which is you know, something different there. So the duration, is a bit longer. It's fully catered. So the idea is that you don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to stock up on food before going in either. Like, you're gonna be fully supported. You technically don't have to leave the hall if you don't want to. And I was talking to the main organizer there, and he said that was essentially his goal, was to have a LAN event where you don't need to worry about that. You know that you're fully taken care of and can just, like, chill out and commit to your games and stuff like that. It's like, okay. You know? Like, but still, it is still a lot that would add up, especially with, like, a big group, like if we went as, like, a group of 4 kind of thing. So I had figured, like, if no one in my family was going, then I either wouldn't go, or I'd potentially do a day pass, which, sure, why not? Which they do for this event, like, just come and set up for a day, which they count as, like, noon that day to noon the following day.
No, there's no defiance. I am loyal.
Well, something's going on over in there. So you would spend the night even with a day pass if you wanted to. Hey, nah. I'll go in there in a second. Let's just make sure that there's not going to be any problems later here. So I'd either go for like a single day just to check it out and decide whether it's something that I want to do in following years, or just like go and check it out without doing any gaming. Just wander around and be like, oh yeah, this looks interesting, or whatever the heck there. I'd asked a lot of questions to the main organizer there, and I had very thorough questions, and he had very thorough responses, and seemed like a nice guy, and, you know, open door, sure. Do the thing. I got a good impression about his character.
You have failed me for the last time.
You don't understand!
Now it lies dormant, useless. The only means to awaken it.
I've searched everywhere, but all these records are a mess. Rest assured, I will... The purpose of
The only purpose it has served is drawing out vermin!
Little mini-boss time. I actually made it here successfully this time, unlike last time, but... Oh. Maybe not mini-boss time. Oh, I still have eagle vision on you guys.
Gentlemen, ladies.
You know, if this was something like a historical-based Assassin's Creed and not a mythology setting, and this was like us dropping down into a tavern, and it had something to do with, like, you know, something about, like, the assassin's actual character, like, and this is something that I could see Edward Kenway doing, like, falling through the floor and arriving in a tavern, saying something like that, and then getting ready to fight. It would be, like, actually genuinely charming and a little bit of a memorable kind of scene. But here it's just like, oh yeah, this is shit that's happening. It just doesn't really have the same feel to it, you know? I'm playing as Odin, who just dropped down onto a whole bunch of mythological guys that were hanging out. You know, it's a very different kind of feel there. Stomp. Oop. Whoa, okay. Let's maybe not be doing that. And let's be hitting the correct button to dodge here instead of the incorrect one. What? Draw the... Please. Please. Just die, maybe. Here we go. Come on. I was thinking about committing there. Die. Die. What killed me? Anyway. So things were very up in the air about whether we're going to this LAN event. They still are a little bit, but it's seeming more likely than not we're probably going now. So, kind of making last minute plans and making sure that this is... You have got to be shitting me. I don't want to play this game anymore, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. Oh my god. Like, I get that's kind of standard with Assassin's Creed games to start you outside of the restricted area. Is there like a more normal way to get in here? Maybe across there? Maybe you were supposed to climb up here and then go across or something? And you would think in a situation like that where it started like a mini boss kind of style encounter, it would checkpoint you at the beginning of that. Nope, sure didn't. I don't even know what I was saying anymore. Anyway, it's seeming like we're probably gonna end up going here. And, you know, check it out, see what it's like. And this will end up being the most last-minute preparations that I will have ever made for a LAN event before. Because usually it's like, you know, I know like months in advance this is coming up. I try to brainstorm what kind of games would be good to do there, what kind of events I might be hosting on the side, things that I can 3D print and, you know, give away. Yeah, the event is less than a week away. It's currently a little bit after midnight now. Friday night at the end of the week here, so I guess it's Saturday morning right now, the 7th of February. And it starts Friday this coming week here, so I have less than a week to see about potentially making plans here for this last-minute LAN event that is probably going to be more the size of like a Mega FPS event, but a lot more the duration of a Fragapalooza event. So I'd be able to do a lot of stuff there. And if I do end up going, I'm not going to have as much of a priority on... I only do things start to finish or start new things rather than being like right smack dab in the middle of an adventure and, you know, really screw anybody that's watching just the LAN playlist and being like, man, I need to have watched all the way up to this part of this series to be caught up in this story. I have to be caught up all the way up to this part of the series for this game to be caught up on the story and all this stuff that I typically try to avoid for, you know, the ease of understanding of anyone tuning into just the LAN stuff as its own playlist, as its own adventure outside of the... Gosh dang it. Outside of, like, these individual playthrough adventures. But because this is so last minute, I don't think that my priority on that is going to be as high this time. I think it's literally just going to end up being... Oh my god. You know, I play whatever I end up playing. Whatever ends up happening happens. And make progress on a bunch of things. You know, is what it's probably going to be. Because it's way too last second for me to, like, really make other proper plans. I don't really want to be starting much in the way of new things, considering that's kind of what Janland was about. I started Pokemon XD. I started Final Fantasy VII Remake. I don't necessarily need to be adding new things onto the schedule on top of that one. I did just add, like, 2 new things to the schedule. While I still have other ongoing things like this, while I'm also working full-time. You know, it's not a smart decision. Part of me might still just start something new anyway, just for shits and giggles. And, you know, I might still try to do some things kind of start to finish. Just, you know, for the sake of it. Like, if there's other things that I was planning on doing this year, I was thinking about looking at the list of my games that I wanted to do this year. And, you know, if there's some that would fit within that span, maybe I do them. Like, maybe I do the next game in my Metal Gear series. So, my main Janland game was, Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. Maybe I do the DLC for Metal Gear Rising Revengeance at this event. I think that'd be really quite fitting there. More skill points again. And, maybe I should get close to a cliff so I can start kicking people off. That's maybe what I should do here. Let's go over here. That sounds like a good plan. And maybe I do like the next game in the Metal Gear series. Maybe I do Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops, the next game that I want to play. And then that sets me up well for potentially doing the Peace Walker at Extra Life this year. You know? Then I'm all caught up. Because apparently Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops is like a 10, 11 hours, something like that game, from what I've heard. So maybe it would be a fitting one to do. I don't know. And I have to rack my brain about what are other games that either I wanted to play this year or I just wanted to play in general at some point that would fit well into a LAN span if I do want to go ham on that. Again, it might be more of a, you know, I'm here gaming for several days and I'm just chipping away at whatever I feel like chipping away at because this is impromptu last second kind of figured out stuff. And again, still no guarantees. I'm just saying that it's seeming more likely than not that I'll probably be there at this point. But, you know, there's still a chance that it could be like, well, guess that's not happening there. Could still potentially happen. But, you know, under the assumption that I do end up going, you know, we'll see what I end up doing. But yeah, Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops would be a good option. Maybe I do Metroid Other M, because apparently it's a little bit on the shorter side. I'd be able to wedge in if I wanted to there. And then I can say that I've done every Metroid game. Surprised that it let me assassinate there. Okay. Boop. That was rude, wasn't it? Anyway, see ya. Thank goodness for one-shot protection in this game. It would be a much more infuriating experience otherwise. Got magma blood, apparently. So yeah, maybe Metroid Other M. It's also a question of, do I want to wait for other potential Prime games to come out and then we do, like, the new story that they're telling start to finish, if they even release more Prime games, and if it doesn't take, like, 3,000 years. Maybe I should just do Other M for the sake of doing Other M, and then I can say that I've done the whole Metroid series. And what other games would I be able to play that either, like, fit into that span? Maybe there's some good, like, co-op multiplayer games I'd want to play that I could play with my group there. I don't know. It's kind of last second. Is this happening? Probably not. Oh, maybe it's happening. Oh, it's probably happening now, but I still don't know for 100% certain. Like, you know... So I'm kind of figuring some stuff out here last minute. Apparently this event was, the first time they had it on was last year, and it was private last year. This is the first time they're opening it up to the public. Apparently they've never had anyone streaming at it before. Would be something new as well. Whoa. So I'd be the only one that'd be streaming in that venue. And showcasing the exclusive club here and stuff. That'd be interesting, I don't know. Boop. Come on. Do that. Ashbringer. Do a smidge of that. Can I open door? Oh. I'm hitting the wrong button to dodge. Screw it, use rations. I'm not going all that way back again. I'm hitting the wrong button to dodge again because I'm playing different video games that are screwing me up here. There's no music here, and it's very anticlimactic. You are so glowy that I can't properly tell your weak points, but I'm pretty sure that's the other one that I cannot hit for the life of me. I don't know how that hit it, but hey. Yeah, the sound effects are very basic, and the music is non-existent, and it just... Oh, it's coming in a little bit now. It just makes us feel very odd. But again, just imagine if this was in, like, a different Assassin's Creed game and actually played into, like, the personality of the assassin and, you know, the setting that they're in and stuff, instead of just like, oh, mythological figure fights mythological grunts that he happened to run it. Yeah. Power of Rebirth. This enemy carries a power of rebirth. It imbues your weapons with volcanic fire. While it is active, killed enemies are raised from the dead and fight on your side. This power is especially effective against Jotun giants. Don't kill me. Just trying to stomp is what I wanted to do. So, do this. Okay, so now I'm like flamey, and now they're gonna rise from the dead. Oh my god. Don't take any risks here. Just die, just die, just die. Do you rise from the dead now? Because it sure doesn't look like it. Power of rebirth. Power's already acquired. Well, oh, you rose from the dead. The other guy didn't. You're just gonna go fight, guys? Oh, that's good. Why can't... Oh, here we go.
Damn it all!
Okay, well.
Tell me, where
So, I
does the
mean...
son of Sunter take that relic? I can't. Just look. Who are you? I am Harvey of Asgard. I hold your fate in my hands. Answer me before the room is swarmed and I leave you to the Muspels. No, I can help you. You saw through the portal Claude opened, yes? You saw the vault? I can get you inside. I can. I'm listening. Best you are swift. The vault, it's sealed with an ancient magic, but I can get you inside. You can help me get the relic? Yes, but that is not the prize. It is what happens within the vault that can truly shape our fates. They will be upon us soon. Can you walk? I don't think so. Very well.
Core challenge completed. I love it when I complete core challenges. Carry Einar off the mountain.
Time to move. Great.
Well, there's the short way and there's the fast way. And after dealing with all this, I think I'm probably going to prefer the fast way.
Stay here.
I really wanted to assassinate this guy. Dang it. But alas, did not work out. If only this was like Odyssey where I didn't have to worry about fall damage.
Lord, wasn't I?
I don't know if you need to worry about fall damage, though.
Tell me how, traitor. Would you stop calling me that? I may well have worked for the Muspels, but that does not make me a traitor.
So my objective is literally just to carry this guy off the mountain.
I can see through your lies.
So I mean,
no, piss off. I don't die, bloody.
He doesn't take fall damage. Look, it is the fast way. Holy crap! Unlike me, I take fall damage. I have to go down slowly. I can't believe that actually worked. Wow, what a game. Unbelievable. Wow. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't actually expect that to work. I was expecting it to come up with, like, desynchronization. Einar has died.
Great.
Nope. Clearly not.
Don't die. Then increase my chances. Die!
After you toss someone off a cliff and you tell them, don't die.
Better off with Claude, wasn't I?
Oh, man. What a game.
Enough here. Are you mad? This close to the mountain? Surely the Muspels will find us.
Must be anonymous. How am I not anonymous?
Quickly.
What? Carried him off the mountain. How am I not anonymous? You must be anonymous.
Great.
I'll try placing. Target must be on the ground to complete the objective. Oh, now I can speak. Okay, weird. Weird game.
I need answers now, traitor. Do not call me that! I had my reasons. Not that you'd understand such an abstract concept as reason, you mad, spiteful, half-blind! Choose your next words carefully. They may be your last. They have my boy. The Muspels. I only did what I did to save him, you see. You save him, I'll do anything you ask. I'll damn well walk you into Glod's vault myself. Stop! My boy. Oh, my boy. What have they done to you?
Get off me. She wanted your life spared, not me, you backstabbing stack of shit.
Silence! Balder would never dare speak to me in such a way. You've lost your eyes. You want to lose your tongue as well? 3 dwarves is 3 more than I planned on rescuing. Can any of you fight? Of course not. So I must find other uses for you. You owe me. We have much to discuss, but we need to get this one into the Vault of the Ancients.
Do you have any idea what you're saying? To do that, you'd need...
A Sunstone, yes. And very precisely augmented. Lad, if this is what it takes to drive out the Moosepels...
then it must be done. All right.
There is a Sunstone that watches over Onorthorpe. Bring it to me, at Vergamir Milna, and I shall forge that which we need. Must I do everything? Very well.
You will forge what I need? What do I need? I'm so lost. Like, was I not paying enough attention at Janlan or something? Or I know that I was going around to all the shelters and starting all sorts of different quest lines, and I knew it run the risk of, you know, I come and actually do them and I forget what the intro to each one looked like, but like I don't understand. I am very quite lost.